Just claim.
This
Candace Owens just made this outrageous claim.
This is Jewish mysticism. It actually has nothing to do with the Torah, and it is, of course, satanic. Their high book is the Zohar. Thank you. It was like the Zohar. It's right in your face what's going on. Okay, they have tremendous amount of power. They've always had power, and it is because what they believe in is evil is okay. They believe in the doctrine of evil, that you must lower yourselves and commit the most depraved acts of evil to prove that evil doesn't actually exist. And then you can ascend in society. That to me seems to be the guiding philosophy of people in Israel, I would say. They follow the philosophy of a doctrine of evil. Where it gets scary is that you have people who are well-meaning Jews who don't know that this is where it comes from. So even the Star of David, that was never a symbol for Judaism until Sebastian Sebai, 1666, right? This is when he declared himself the Messiah in 1666.
You can't even get the name right. There's no one called Sebastian. It's Shabbatai Tzvi. And centuries before he was born, Jews were using the Star of David as a symbol. Like this one here, carved into the rocks of the tomb of Samuel the prophet. In fact, 10 years ago, at a dig, they uncovered these Stars of David that are almost 1,000 years old, half a century before Shabbatai Tzvi was even alive. These are just some of several Star of Davids throughout the land of Israel that predate Shabbatai Tzvi by centuries. This one is at least 1,000 years before Shabbatai Tzvi, and it was found in a synagogue at the site of Tel Es-Simadi. This is even older, from the 4th century, from the synagogue at Capernaum. Now this is my favorite example. It's a page from the Jewish Bible, and it's 1,000 years old. 700 years before Shabbatai Tzvi was walking the earth, Jews were decorating their Bibles with Star of David motifs. Clearly the Jews were using the Star of David for millennia, for thousands of years, long before Shabbatai Tzvi. So if this symbol's only been used by the Jews for 300 years, according to her, what does she think is a more ancient symbol?
And prior to that, it was the Kiddush cup that represented Judaism. So if you go on Wikipedia, it'll tell you that.
Now, I've looked at a lot of archaeological sites, a lot of mosaics, a lot of books, and I've never found the Jewish people represented by a Kiddush cup. So Candace wanted you to believe that the Star of David was used by Jews for around 300 years. But I've just shown you examples that are 1,000 years older than that. So if you can't trust what she says about Jews and the Star of David, how on earth can anyone trust what she says about Jewish cabals controlling America? She's a grifter, plain and simple. You cannot trust a word she says.